Hi guys, this video to last week's worksheets from your maths class. So we spoke about 2D and 3D shapes, um, and this worksheet asked you to say the total number of sides, the number of straight sides, number of curved sides. That's a little bit kind of silly that out actually, and the number of corners. Okay, so we started with the square. Here is a square. Okay, and you can see it's got 4 sides. Okay, they're all straight. Okay, they all have right angles. One, two, three, and four. And there are no curved sides, and there are 4 corners. Okay, one, two, three, four again. All right, a rectangle is just like a stretched out square. Okay, so let me see. There you go. There's your rectangle. Okay, so again, it's got 4 sides. They're all straight again, no curved sides, and it's got 4 corners. Okay, a circle. So what you draw for the sun. Okay. Uh, some people might argue it's got a curved side, but really when we're talking about circles, we don't refer to it having any sides. So it's got no sides, curved or straight, and it's got no corners. You do not have a circle if you have corners. Okay. Moving down to the triangle. Hopefully I can move down here. There we go. Hopefully. There we go. Triangle. Okay. Triangle, like your yield sign, like this. Catch up with me. Okay. Triangle always has 3 sides. It is not a triangle if it doesn't have 3 sides, and they are always straight, and you always have 3 corners. Okay. No matter what shape your triangle is. A pentagon is a 5-sided shape, like the building in Washington, D.C. When you see the aerial view of it from a camera or a drone, you can see it's got 5 sides. Okay. Again, these are all straight, no curvy sides here. Okay. These are all of the polygon family. So 5 sides, they're all straight, no curves, and 5 corners. And the hexagon is 6 sides, all straight, no curves, and 6 corners in that one. Okay, so that was the answer to that one. Now, hopefully this one is going to come up quickly enough for me. My PC is a little bit slow at the moment. Okay, here we go. Here are our 3D shapes. Okay, so the first one was a cube. So if you've made your nets, you'll have a lot of these, and well done to anybody who got them all done. They can be a bit tricky, but they do help in understanding the different words that we use to describe 3D shapes. So here's our cube, and the first question is the number of straight edges. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 12 altogether. None of them are curved. Okay, it is not a cube if you've got curved edges. Now, how many corners do we have? Just because we have 12 edges does not mean we have 12 corners. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 corners. And does it roll? Well, it might go a little bit if you give it a good throw, but it doesn't actually roll. It does, however, stack. You could stack plenty of those one on top of the other, and it would stack for you, just like we stack boxes. Okay, that's typical box. Now, so that's the cube. Okay, a cuboid, just moving down a little bit, hopefully. There we go. Cuboid is a very similar shape to a cube, except it's the rectangular version. It's just kind of stretched out a bit, and it could be longer, it could be skinnier, it could be much taller, much flatter. Doesn't matter. It's still a cuboid. So again, that has very similar characteristics. It's got 12 straight edges. It has no curves, 8 corners. Will it roll? No, not very well. Will it stack? Absolutely. Most of the boxes that we have in our ordinary day-to-day lives are cuboids of some shape. Okay, here is a geometry set. Don't know if you can see it. Okay, so it is basically rectangular in terms of the face. That face there is rectangular. So is this one. So is this one. Okay, but it is a cuboid because it is a 3D shape. It's got length or width, if you want to call it, height and depth. Okay, so we could pile those on top of each other, no problem, but we couldn't roll them very well. Okay, here, okay, this a little bit like a sphere. And there we go. My video is stalling a little bit, so if there's a delay, I apologize. This is what we use for hurling. Okay, it's a slitter or slither. You'll hear various pronunciations of the Irish word, but it's to all intents and purposes, it's a ball. Okay, which is what a sphere is. So it has no edges. It has no curved edges or straight edges, okay? Because it essentially doesn't really have an edge. Will it roll? Absolutely, it will roll. Yes. Will it stack? No. You try and pile these one on top of the other and they will not stay. Okay. And then you have a cylinder last lesson. So this is like Tipp-Ex. Okay. Now just imagine there's no top on it. Okay. So this is a cylinder. Okay. So it does have, let me see, it has edges. Okay. Let me go back up here to our title so that you can see it. Okay, number of straight edges. It doesn't have any straight edges, okay? Not like our cube that has straight edges. Cylinder doesn't have straight edges. It does have curved edges. It has this one here and it would have this one around the top, okay? It doesn't have any corners, okay? Will it roll? Will it stack? Sorry, is that roll? Roll first, I think. Let me just double check. Will it roll? It will on this side. So if we turn it over on its side, it will roll like that. Will it stack? Yes, it will on this side. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, that's your cylinder. And then your triangle has this edges at the bottom. So it's a triangular base pyramid. So it's going to have 3 edges at the bottom. And then it's going to have 3 edges coming up from each of the points of the triangle up to the top. So it's going to have 6 edges. It's got no curved edges. No. It has 4 corners. Okay, so it's got the 3 on the base of the triangle and the corner where they all meet on top. Will it roll? No, not very well at all. Will it stack? No, because you're literally trying to stack something with a flat base onto a point, and that's not going to work. Okay, so I know in the last part of the lesson I asked you to comment on what that exercise told you about shapes. So I think what we've learned first of all is that a curved edge can roll, okay, but it can't stack, whereas a flat edge can stack, but it won't roll. Flat edges, they'll stack no problem. Flat edge here on the bottom and the top of the cylinder, that will stack, but you couldn't stack your cylinder like this and put another bottle on top and another bottle on top. Okay, so curved edges or curved faces will allow you to roll. Straight ones will allow you to stack. Okay, so hopefully that's helpful to you and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, bye.